What's up, guys? This is going to be episode 24 of the Edgy and Weird podcast. Here with my friend Michael P.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Thanks for being here. If every thought that you had just went on the screen, then nobody would have any friends.
Yes, you have to choose your spots. If you can get in a fucking short jab and have it be respectful, then by all means. I want to learn a new way to talk to each other.
I would rather someone tell me something. And I'd love to think that I don't get mad at all.
Yeah.
But that's not true. I have a high threshold, before I'm going to be like, what, motherfucker?
Yeah.
But if I'm saying that, and then the other person's like, yeah, I feel the same way. And then you say something to them, and they're like, hey, what the fuck did you say? It's like, well, I thought you said, where is the line, and who, how do we draw our line for our individual, between the person?
Where does your division start and mine stops?
Yeah.
Always say what you mean and mean what you say.
I wasn't going to be like, oh, it's about racism. I was going to say, if you're talking to someone with a different race and then you want to be all free-falling and just saying what you want, you have to be careful. Like, if you're saying that to someone like me, you're probably going to be fine. I'm probably just going to laugh because I think most racism is hilarious as long as it's not physical. I was a security guard one time, and this guy, I had to kick him off the beach, and then he goes across the street. He's like, oh, yeah, no worries, cuz. Then he goes across the street, and he's like, hey, what's up, nigga? Hey, fuck you, nigga. Fuck you. Yeah, that's right. I'm just like, he's like, that's right. Yeah, fuck you. Yeah, you go home. You go home, you fucking nigga.
You almost made it sound like a song when you said it like that.
Oh, no, yeah.
You referenced it and be like, hey,
yeah.
you nigga.
Yeah. Bro, we were doing that.
Like
me and my homies were doing that to everybody.
Or some shit.
Me and my homies were doing that. We were like, hey, what's up, auntie? Hey, fuck you, auntie. Fuck you. but I mean, we weren't really doing it. We were just doing it in the comfort of one of our homes.
Right. You weren't doing it on the street where it was
an actual auntie. But I thought that was funny when the guy did it. I told the cops inside, because I was working outside the substation.
Yeah.
I was security, right? And I was like, this guy just said, and they're like, what? Why the fuck didn't you come tell us? I'm like, are you kidding me? He was across the street. They're like, oh, bro.
And kind of funny at the same time.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, it's kind of funny. Like, come on.
I almost threw him a drum.
And to me, like a person spitting and just, oh, you fucking coon. Bro, that is hilarious to me because I understand the English language a little bit better, so I know I could use words that actually would, would talk about you specifically.
How old school reference was
your
that?
Blanket just throwing a softball at me.
Yeah.
And
backed it up with coon.
Yeah, dude, like,
oh.
You know what I mean? It's
so adorable.
Bro, yeah, it's like, please come at me when you graduate. Third grade, I suppose. Yeah. It doesn't matter what age you are. To me, and the older you are, it's just like, that's even more funny. You might as well be a dog barking. Because you're just like, you have nothing else that has nothing to do with me, actually. Talk about my big feet, and my fucking long ass arms, and my big ass lips.
Captain Obvious.
Then come on. Then you might be getting somewhere. Probably still not. I talk about those things too, but I'm saying, don't come at me with something that you could say to everyone else. That's not even trying, bro.
Right, you can't do any better than that.
Dude, that's to me why racism most of the time, like, I only worry about it when that person has a job title over me, or, you know what I mean, or is running my city, or my state, or,
fuck.
I care about that then.
Or a nation.
Or, well, there we are. Oh, shit. Is that where we are? I guess that's where we are.
It could be any nation.
It's probably most.
It doesn't matter at that point what color you are. It's all in the fact that how you lead. First of all, we've been fucking lied to a motherfucking long motherfucking time, so
Well, we've been lying
Please stop doing that.
We've been lying to each other, but it's a hard thing to ask. When you say, "Don't lie to me," and they say, "Well, look, we're gonna have to cut this. We're gonna have to raise these taxes. We're gonna have to do if we really want to turn things around. We're gonna have to do this." If that's the truth, it's like, hey, don't you tell me that. Get the fuck out of here. Well, it was the truth, and now I'm not elected. The whole point behind it is, if we tell you, or if someone tells us something we don't want to hear, generally speaking, they won't get elected. And if it's the truth, it doesn't matter. And that's how we've been. But you have people like you who will appreciate the truth.
I'd much
like I appreciate the truth.
Speak to me honestly, than try to make me figure out where the actual fuck you are coming from.
Yeah.
Right?
Which is why your reaction is like that. Like,
we can get the fuck along, but I need you to be the same with me, and straight up and up, right? We are past that shit.
Yeah.
And that is a cold heart.
We should be past that.
Hand that fucking people are still fucking dealing. And come on, man. We're way too grown. Yes, we are still young in the sense of fucking I don't want to get into motherfucking politics and shit, but point being is, shouldn't we have already gotten past that point that we haven't? And that's still, to me, or anybody else for that matter, with a common sense of knowing that we are not going any more further than where we were 50 fucking years ago.
100 years ago.
Right?
Years ago.
Absolutely.
They rise and they fall. And what do we keep doing? We keep fucking. And that's how we survive.
Yeah. We still keep perpetuating God damn it. When two people have sex and they have a child.
Twitter pated?
Right.
Fucking? No,
I'm sorry. Well, it's fucking, of course. You were going along the P word.
Yeah.
Fucking, we're still making babies and all that.
Yeah.
Not proliferating and all. God damn it.
Proliferating.
I got a brain fart.
Yeah, it's right there.
Fornicating.
Procreating.
Yeah.
Hey,
there we go. Finally.
I'm going to have to cut out most of that shit before, but we got them, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just finally got smart in my English language. Which you were also talking about. Today is the day that you could finally decide to go back to being a drunk.
Yes, I can decide that, and that will be in 2.5 hours. If I decide I want to go get an alcoholic beverage, I can do that.
Well, in 2.5 hours, the bars will be closed, and then we won't be able to buy any more booze. So.
There's booze in the cupboard, but it's been there for months. And
waiting.
Well, yeah. I mean, some of it's been waiting. Some of it's been getting drunk by the other guy.
It's been getting drunk.
Been getting drunk.
Yes.
I thought he was getting drunk.
Drunk.
He was getting drunk off the drink.
Everybody gets drunk off the drink.
Yeah. So all that was happening.
Whether it's alcohol or Robitussin.
Or good old-fashioned NyQuil, baby.
Fuck, right? I'm feeling a little... Oh, man.
I never did that. I have friends.
Okay. Let's not start robo-flipping.
Yeah, robo-tripping.
Yeah.
Nah.
And then all of a sudden say, man, I feel like taking some fentanyl. How about you?
Jesus, no. I'm good. Can I go back to the 40s?
What?
Let's get off of this shit that tastes like
that's when
medicine.
The 1840s when they were still drinking fucking, what was that, morphine and shit.
Oh, morphine.
Right?
Wow, yeah. That was when they were just straight sucking opium out of a straw. They're straight sucking it right off the leaf.
Right off the mama's tit.
Milk of the fucking poppy.
Can you imagine that being a baby growing up in that time? You were just fucking drunk.
Well, the mom was
Sipping off
fucking
of
snorting
mama's
this shit.
tip.
She was,
Right.
she was cutting them.
Whether she was
cutting them out.
drinking water out of the well,
And then the baby was
and
going,
having a sip of whiskey from time to time, and then
the baby was like, oh,
still breastfeeding.
Damn, mama. Yeah, he went in the baby. He came out like, you know, something, smoking a cigarette. Like, look, yeah, like shit, dog. It's just that's some milk right there, bitch.
Fuck, man, that's
what you got in that shit? What you got in that? That's that real shit, lady.
Classic shit, man. People were born that way. When I was
just rub some whiskey on his gums.
Yeah, man. That baby looks fucking mad as hell because he's teething and just get that Jack Daniels off that shelf over there.
That's it, bro. Ow! And you're wondering why you were a drunk at 12. Not you, anyone.
Even drinking in like third world countries and shit, you get to see other people's flavor profile and how they live and whatnot, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a kid growing up too, right? It was like, oh, you don't feel good? Well, here, drink this Irish toddy and go back to sleep, kind of shit. But then, you know what would happen? The next day, you felt right as motherfucking rain, bro. You were like ready to take on the world and shit. And
yeah.
Ready to do what your parents already told you. Get the fuck out the house.
Yeah. Dude.
I mean, he's sitting up in here playing those video games and shit. We didn't have video games back then.
I didn't. I had enough friends, and I would go to school and hear stuff, but most of my stuff was home. We dug holes in our yard.
Yeah.
You know, we burned leaves.
Shit.
In the woods. Once. Got in trouble.
Bro, fucking chopping shit down.
Chopping shit down. Get in trouble for chopping down the wrong tree.
Or
did that a few times. What are you doing? That's a cherry.
Not that one.
Get the Quaker. Sorry.
Can we replant it? No.
Yeah. I mean, and I didn't even, alcohol was just something I saw on TV. It was like everything else that I didn't know.
Mm.
You know? Like Hawaii and Filipinos.
Hey. Right.
They were on TV. I didn't know, you know? It might as well have been Zeus's children. I didn't know anything about any of that. I read it in social studies, so it didn't exist.
Just waiting in. Oh man, if I have sex with this person, am I going to get struck down by a lightning bolt? And shit, right?
Yeah, thinking all types of dumb shit.
This person.
Yeah, dude. And I tried to be a good kid.
Was fucked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because even growing up like we did in rural world of fuck, right? And you didn't have those different ethnic groups, except for Native American,
maybe
white people, blacks, in there, maybe a random motherfucking Mexican at the time.
Mexican,
right?
We had a random Brazilian,
some Swedish dude, or
a foreign exchange student when I was in high school.
The German guy that might have been part of the Manhattan Project, whatever.
They're trying to get cultural.
Yes, very.
You know, for the Manhattan Project. Yeah.
Too soon?
No, never.
Too soon for that?
Never. But go ahead.
Right, how we grew up, we were very fucking rural people, and it wasn't until for myself, like we talked about, you know, you grew up in a different educational structure. I went to public school, and when I graduated high school, I had a PhD, public high school diploma, and just like a lot of other people, right, not simple living, but at the same time, not really culturally diverse, right? Because we had just a basic within the areas that we grew up of people that were living there, right? And it wasn't until I got here where it was just fucking full fucking blown for the first time, real in your face. Right. Hey, I'm the fucking minority.
Right.
Which was a very humbling feeling.
Yeah, it was interesting for me too.
Fuck, bro.
On a different side of it, but yeah.
Well,
It was the first time that I didn't have to go through that.
Right. Yeah.
In any of the states that I've been.
Hey, shit. Right. Midwest. Fuck. Even nowadays, it seems that it's gotten worse than it was even back in the motherfucking 60s, bro.
Yeah.
As far as what has been happening over the course of the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Right? And that in and of itself is gross as shit, bro. Mm-hmm. We should be moved past that.
Yeah.
And not receding. It's like you take 2 steps forward and 20 steps back, and
we took 20 back,
bro. It's so gross. And
I said this a couple of podcasts ago, but I was doing a little, underwhelming thank you Obama speech.
Reluctant.
Well, I mean, it's not even. It's semi-reluctant in a way, because like before he even became president, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a problem. Like I felt that. I mean, because I grew up in Ohio, being black, and the only thing you have to do is open your eyes, So like, it makes you realize some things. Even like when I came here, in the way other races treat white people, and they're like, well, I mean, they like you get it, you don't get it anywhere else. Like, that's you guys doing it. It's like, well, now all racism exists everywhere. You know what I mean? First of all, it may be more dominant towards white people here, but the thing is, what the fuck is wrong with anyone that you would want to do that to someone when it's been done to you everywhere else? And that's what I don't understand. Like, on some hand, I got it. You came here, you were like, it was humbling and everything, but you opened your eyes. And you saw and look at you, and you've been here, and you realize some things, and it just helped you grow as a person. Some people get aggravated,
because at the same time, it was like, I already knew I was going to be singled out.
Yeah, but I would have empathy. I would rather someone have empathy for me in that. And I did have empathy for people in that situation.
Defending,
like it,
right? That's people defending. I don't know you. You don't know me. I'm gonna test you.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. And that is what the humbling part about it was, and still is the fact that, it's a kinder, gentler Hawaii nowadays, of course. It wasn't like, this is when I first got here in the 90s, right? But it was still fucking, people don't know me.
Right.
I don't know you. So we gotta get to know each other and earn respect, and that's a great fucking thing, right? That is a builder of who you are, and where you stand. And at the same time, if you can't take shit, then you know what,
you should really get over yourself. I mean, I mean,
kitty game is down the street. Bro.
It's not even really on this island, dog.
Look,
every place has their bad spots, but I'm saying, generally speaking, get the fuck out of here.
I've even been, even in neighborhoods on the mainland as well, coming up as a kid when I was growing up in Kansas City in my formative years, when I was a teen, or even 12 to motherfucking 18, and rolling into places where it's predominantly black or Mexican and white or Italian or motherfucking Hmong or what the fuck ever, and I'm 12 years old, and you have to know or get the gift of gab to talk to people, honestly.
Bro, I was just gonna say, I went to Atlanta, it was so black. When I went there, I felt out of place. It was so black. I was like, Jesus.
Fuck. That's another thing in and of itself, right? It's even, I've heard stories about that before too, where black people are like, I went into a black neighborhood and I felt uncomfortable.
Yeah, I had to get used to it. I didn't understand what they were saying. Like, I was like, whoa, coming from up north, bro, where they, put T's and, K's on the end of stuff. Like they just completely take consonants. Like they're a if, maybe, I might.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
bro, it is definitely different. That is for sure. But in the same respect, it's still stayed the same, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad it's gotten a lot more to the point where, in the respect that people are more accepting, because eventually we're all gonna be mixed either fucking way.
And our mixed babies,
right?
Pretty. Like, what's wrong with people, dude?
Look at us. We're mixed, baby. We're fucking handsome devils,
you know.
All right. Touche. Touche.
I've done work. But no, I mean, and sometimes I'm looking. I'm like, well, with my brown eyes, with all my stock features, I like some dimples, man.
Well, fuck. I would have loved to have been able to grow a beard when I was fucking younger, but it took me 47 years to be able to actually do that.
Oh, wow, yeah, I've been growing that beard since 18. That's the old Irish.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say the Irish side.
Fucking, what was that dude's name back in the day? Patchy Larry and shit.
Yeah.
He had hair in one spot and hair in another, and finally, when he grew the fuck up, even though he was like 80 at the time, he finally grew it all together.
Yeah. But no, you were saying something about when you were 12. I'm sorry to cut you off with that whole Atlanta thing.
No. Lincoln, Nebraska, 12 years old, and having to deal with the same shit, right?
Yeah.
And later that year, we moved to Olathe, Kansas, just south of Kansas City. And then that's when it really sat in, because at the same time, moving from rural Nebraska, I hope I said that right, rural.
Yeah,
rural. Sounds like a dog barking.
Yeah.
Rural. Where'd you come from? Rural Nebraska. By way of Ohio. And yeah, dude, that's when it actually set in. That was when it was like, okay, sneaking out at night and shit, and going to take in the local fucking nightlife, doing fucking, actual fucking really good marijuana for the very first time, and drinking with friends and all this and that, right? That's when it struck me, or anybody at that age, even within yourself, like you were talking about coming out of Ohio and then hitting fucking Atlanta, bro.
Yeah.
That is a fucking culture shock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
everyone's different.
Then that's when you have to fucking adjust and adapt and relearn or learn, and goddamn. It's very face forward.
Yeah, well, I was doing a lot of this at first. Huh? Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Seriously.
Yeah.
What was that?
After about a month of that, then, but nah, it was leaving Ohio. I mean, but it's always, it always depends on who you are. Like, we had some black people
learning to become.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we also had some black people that lived with us. It was our family and then their family, and some of us got along, but I don't know. Like, we really didn't. It was one of those things. I don't know which one of us moved to that town first, but
it's one of those.
But it felt like
we're in this together, but some of us divided.
Yeah, but they were a lot more. They had a lot of white. Like, they were a lot more mixed, and my family was not about that life. Even though in our history, like, there's Irish, there's Native American, there's Irish and Native American on both sides. There's just regular whites on I think my mom's side,
right.
and but like the past that we know, not so much. Like, right, like, for my grandpa on up. You know what I mean? And I thought that was
brought
interesting.
over on a boat against his will.
Well, I mean, he wasn't. He lived in Georgia. He grew up in I don't want to say where, but he grew up in Georgia in the 30s. You know, like still a lot of boy, like the stories. You know what I mean? Like just to grab a bag of beans, you have to dance for the people. You know, just to eat.
Yeah.
You know,
bro,
you better do it or they're gonna do something to you.
Yeah.
You know.
Fuck, man. See, that in that respect, I've never had to go through that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Dance, motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because I try to say words shouldn't mean anything. Like using the word nigger shouldn't mean shit. You know, hard R or A. Your intent, my friend, is what means everything to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Who is saying it, not the word. People give them power, you know, by saying them or by believing, you know, what they are when they're said.
There's a huge difference between saying, "What's up, nigga?" between "stupid nigger."
Yeah, but but like you saying that to me, there's a context behind it, and there's no hate, you know. So we understand, you know what I'm saying. So but like if you said nigga, but you were, you know, you had other thoughts on your mind, well, you know what I'm saying, you can still be racist with your A's. You don't need your R's.
No, understandably so. Of course, thankfully, along the way with me being me and you being yourself as well, right? Do you get that a little bit of reprieve from your black friends?
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
Of course.
You get that reprieve.
In person, you
don't say it all the time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Don't be a fool. Is all.
Exactly.
But like you get a reprieve and you get an okay as long as you're. So that means coming right off the bat, you're good. Just don't fuck it up. That's all you have to do is not fuck it up, and that's really hard to do with me.
This day, I'm not going to fuck that.
You were good. Like I'm not talking about you. It's like no person. It's like. You know, so saying that word to me don't mean shit. I had a harder time getting over boy. I had a harder time getting over someone calling me boy.
A lot of people don't understand that.
I know.
Calling a black person that either.
I know.
And that, to me, is way worse than calling a black person a nigger.
Yeah. But for me, and I have to realize, but for some black people, they would be like, of course, every black person got it, but they're still like, yeah, nigger's worse for me, you know. But that's just what it was. I'd already been hearing that, and that wasn't tailored to me. It was tailored to my race, which had nothing to do with me physically. But boy was something that someone called me when they were trying to put me in my fucking place.
That's a hard R right there.
Yeah, that was a hard R for me.
Very hard R.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah. So that was personal for me, and then I had to realize that. But if I'm going to feel that way about nigger, then I'm going to have to feel that way about boy too. It's going to have to be inflection. It's going to have to be context.
I've been around. There was one time I was with my good friend Dennis, and there was our good friend Paul as well, and there's a team of 8 black fucking great gentlemen that I was hanging out with, and only white boy. There might, there was an Asian or 2 mixed in there or whatever, but the point being is, somebody came along and they got into a talk, and then all of a sudden up come, "Look here, boy." And even I was like,
Who said boy?
The guy that fucking was coming down the street, right? Because we're just hanging out. And when he dropped that, it was, I knew I wanted to, but I couldn't do it because it wasn't.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it was like, just dropped
You feel
real
it.
hard
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
And
Like,
this-
you know,
and
because you
and
feel
my
it.
boy right now, this motherfucker right here is gonna get at your ass right now, and there ain't nothing we gonna do about it because we already know his skills, bro. So,
And he's justified.
absolute,
He's
bro.
justified.
You just don't
Yeah.
come walking up and say some shit like that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because you felt like you were trying to be the motherfucking alpha dog,
Yeah, but it's
right?
Yeah, but it's in everything. You can do it with everything. I was just thinking about working at Walmart distribution center and starting there through this place called Manpower. The distribution center is not the Walmart distribution center. Is like a couple of football fields long. You're running down filling orders.
Oh yeah,
You know, to take the trucks.
Yeah.
You know, so you got your pallets. That's a hell of a job, bro.
Fuck
But
right.
but Manpower will get hired. It's a way for them to see you,
Yeah,
and then hire you on. If
right.
you
It's
do good.
it's a employment agency.
Yeah, it's an employment agency.
Yeah.
You know, and I was really young, 21, 22, and you know, trying to figure it out. And I don't hate employment agencies. I've had to do that incrementally. You know, as a supplemental income.
Hey,
But anyway, so I
I'm
was
just trying to find a motherfucking job.
Yes, it's a
dude.
fucking
all
job, bro.
What does it matter how you got
Seriously.
it, right?
you know.
Whether it be through an employment agency or a friend and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But I remember this guy was like, he was like, I was trying to, he was trying to get by me, or one of us was trying to get by the other one, and then he said something. I'm trying to get this order done, bro. I was like, yeah, me too.
Right.
And he was like, oh, fuck you, man. You're Manpower. Ugh. And I was like, oh, well, well, fuck you too.
You're so special.
Yeah. And then someone heard me say fuck you, and they actually got in my ass for saying fuck you and not for this guy belittling me, you know, because I'm Manpower. Which, fuck you, nigger, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stay in your place.
However,
and you can use any word, or you can use any situation. Well, at least I'm not that. Well, at least I'm not this. Look, bottom line is both of us are working at Walmart, motherfucker.
In reference to
None of us are doing great.
like a football game where he initiated it and you followed up and you got the foul because of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is
It's
fucked up.
Yeah,
right?
We explained our way
If you
through.
were here 2 seconds earlier and heard what that motherfucker said to me, you would know and give me justification why I retorted in that manner.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Come on.
Well, you know, Walmart, they have their no cussing policy, which I just think is hilarious. Hilarious.
Yeah.
Like telling a human not to cuss. What the fuck are you even talking about? You know what I mean? That's going to only be my decision and no one else's.
Does that go back to tact?
Yeah, dog, no. Just
Pick
no.
your spots.
There's some things you just can't do. And it's ridiculous for us to pretend. Like, anyway, you're talking about adults. This isn't fucking kindergarten.
Right.
And these unreasonable rules
Child
are just
support.
rich motherfuckers being up in there, not understanding what the fuck this really is. We don't have time for this shit. We're coming here to do this work so we can get paid. Get the fuck out of here.
Right.
I don't need no meeting and to tell me how to do all this. And what about, how do you feel about, fuck off. Fix the machine.
What you
Stop
feeling?
wasting time.
Yeah.
Fix the goddamn machine.
I want a soda for free.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Team building exercise. Fuck.
They just raised the price on that.
You want to
soda
know something that
machine?
would help build the team?
God damn it.
If half the team wasn't running to beat the shit out of the other half to get the good pallet jacks. If all the pallet jacks were good because you motherfuckers made all of them work.
Yes.
You weren't cutting corners. That would be a good team building. Not us in here talking about how we shouldn't say fuck.
That would
Ass.
also be a good fucking store building.
Yeah, that would just be a good
Right.
policy to do.
Yeah.
To have your equipment working.
Exactly.
Seems to be a problem though with a lot of companies. Most of them that I work for.
Making money hand over fist.
Yeah, man. Hand over fist. And you know,
And we're not making
we got
we're
4
not making
forklifts,
a
2.5 of them
reference
work.
to heavy metal?
No,
Head over
I wouldn't even
fist.
know if we were doing that. Sorry. Oh, okay.
Well, the guy's name in heavy metal was Hand Over Fist, and he was a skinny dude like me, right?
Hey, don't get too far into this because if we get too far off topic, I'm going to be cutting stuff now. Like, just understand.
I'm sorry. Turn it away.
It's okay. You know,
I'm sorry, Charlie Murphy. I was having too much fun.
No, I just realized nobody watches these. Like this, what I'm saying right now, I'm probably going to cut. So, like, no one's watching these, but like everything we were saying before, oh, that shit was all good. Like we were kind of going right, smoothing it through topics. But you know, I just realized now that editing, I'm just like, no one's going to want to watch this shit, dog.
Why not?
If you don't edit it, unless they're high like you. Unless they're high like me and sitting there cleaning it on their computer, they're not going to sit here and be like, when is he going to talk? Like, wait fucking 30 seconds? No one wants to deal with that shit.
Get to the point.
Get to the fucking point is what I was telling myself as I was editing. Why the fuck is it taking me so long to get to the point? Whereas when I was just listening to it, high, and just chilling, they're like, do you listen to the podcast? I'm like, yeah, of course I do. They're my fucking podcasts. I mean, I hate my voice, but I'm still going to listen to it. I need to know what's on there.
I ain't got the best voice either, so
it didn't sound that bad when I wasn't working on it. Like the time just went by. Yeah. Now I really do realize it. And then now listening to other podcasts, bro, there's very few people, except for maybe Joe sometimes, you know, might have a pause when he's thinking about something. But there's very few people that people usually just roll right into the next thing.
Yeah.
You know, but that's all. That's fine. I'm learning
a lot of shit.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm learning, and like having good guests is one thing. Not fucking them, you know what I mean. And their conversation
is
another.
A whole another conversation.
Not fucking them in their conversation. I did take too long to get that one out there. I guess. Sorry, well, but is another thing. You know, allowing the conversation to happen. Which I'm really not good at. I'm definitely like Neil deGrasse Tyson when it comes to just talking over
whatever. That's what it's about,
sorry,
bro. Just conversation, good banter. Mm-hmm. Doesn't matter. Oh, you cut me off. I cut you off.
I mean, just
that's also what gets people's brains moving. Is that fact, right?
Yeah.
Okay, what exactly are these two motherfuckers talking about?
Yeah.
Is there a point or a message in it? No. Do you want to watch because you're intrigued? Doesn't anybody?
Yeah,
right?
That's true. But so, I tell you what, bro.
In that respect, it's like people are going to watch because it's a click away, right? And that is the new era that we live in. Whether or not somebody wants to watch this whole fucking banner that we just gone through, right?
Well, definitely a lot of this is going to be left in. I wouldn't cut this out.
And
this is good.
Do they want to say, okay, well, I watched motherfucking 5 seconds of it and already made their decision? Most people already have made up their mind because of the fact that do they want to watch 2 other people talking, or do they want to know about the next motherfucking video game? Do they want to know about the next motherfucking alcoholic beverage they can get? Or do they want to watch porn?
Probably.
Do they want to watch fucking grandma's house and shit?
No.
It's not like when we were growing up, bro, like we were talking about.
5 channels.
You want to do some shit, bro? Well, you got to get the motherfucker outside.
Yeah.
Because don't be just sitting up here in the house thinking that something magical is going to happen.
No, the magic's happening up there with the...
Right.
You know,
you got to get the motherfucker outdoors.
Yeah. Absolutely,
you
bro.
You got to get to know people. You got to know how to talk. You got to know how to fucking interact with the look on somebody's face.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
To know whether or not they actually meant what the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. And even like when recess and stuff, like in school, when it wasn't that big of a deal, like as you get older, you know, junior high, then in high school, what the fuck does that even mean?
Yeah.
Recess. Like motherfuckers are trying to go behind the dumpster and smoke. You know what I mean? Somebody's trying to get head in the fucking locker room. What do you mean recess?
Nowadays, recesses are day off and shit.
yeah, that's for us. But I mean, how fast things change.
Yeah.
There were computers by the time I got out of junior high. Like when I first started, people were still going outside trying to hide behind the dumpster and smoke. You know, but talking. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And everything. And then by the time I got out of junior high,
having a fucking
there was computers. There was fucking, you know, so like 3/4 of people were already like, yeah, fuck that. We're just trying to be on this thing.
It was like,
it was already changed.
What started out as fucking typing.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh my.
That was a fucking class that I went through in motherfucking 7th grade and shit, right? And typing. And then typing led to I still can't type but like this.
Oh, me too. Yeah, I remember what she said because her voice is annoying, but I still type like this.
Yeah, bang, 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 and everybody's like,
"Better
are
with
you
the
gonna
mouth
like flow or not?"
Nope.
Like, nope.
Yeah, with my mouth, I can run that.
I can run that. Yeah.
Very well.
Still good at that, thankfully.
Thankfully for now.
It's the only thing I got going for me now.
Pretty much. Fuck. Well, when it's not getting me into trouble.
Yeah, but you can't fill out a job application with your mouth.
With your mouth. I said, I need this job.
Please
help me.
I'm starving over here, motherfucker.
Can't do that.
Food stamps is running out. Unemployment's about done.
Well, yeah. Did you?
My wick, and I ain't got no baby.
My wick ain't got no baby. Was it peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
Kool-Aid, no sugar.
Damn, y'all will never have two things to match.
What the fuck was that even on?
That was on Friday.
Oh, it was on fucking Friday.
It was on Friday.
Oh,
right?
Man, yeah.
Like the fucking dirty Holly boy.
Bro, I'm so bad with black references. Me and Rob were just talking about this. He was like, no, that was Marvin Gaye.
I'm bad with white references. He's like, no, that was Marvin Gaye, not Al Green. Like a fucking racist and shit.
Most white people are bad with
look here, buddy.
You look here, guy.
Look here, friend.
We're not going to have any of these.
I tell you what, you son of a woman. Maybe we can work this out.
Son of an ex-woman.
Can we just be friends?
You can't even. Yeah, you can offend so many groups now.
Fuck.
So many groups, dog.
Come on.
Well, Jolly. Did I offend
Jolly?
Oh,
Jolly.
I offended fat people.
G. Willikers.
You offended Willies.
Johnson.
You offended Willies. Oh.
Yeah.
You offended people with small dicks.
Sorry, Willie.
Sorry, Willie.
I didn't mean it. Ladies and gentlemen, sweet dick Willie. Fuck. Right? A lot of people won't even get that reference.
No.
To Sweet Dick Willie Carlton.
I don't necessarily.
I hope you're still out there alive and well, my brother. I miss you. What was that comic's name? Black guy. God damn it. Everybody's probably looking at me right now going, you're sitting next to a black man and you don't remember that motherfucking black comic's name and shit.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably get on the goddamn Google for
That's
it.
cool. That's cool.
Anyway,
on the Googles.
He was also, remember the show Bebe's Kids?
That guy.
Yeah.
The Bebe's Kids guy.
Right. Now you know who
What's
I'm talking
that
about.
funky smell?
Yeah. Oh, damn. What is that?
You need to get some lotion for your ashy ankles.
What?
Yeah. What was it for the ashy ankles? Cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. Yeah, cocoa butter for everything, bro.
Hey, you could just like Gold Bond and shit. Gold Bond and cocoa butter cures a lot of skin Here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying to formulate a sentence.
Cocoa butter. For us, it was Johnson Johnson.
For your
cocoa
skin.
butter and baby powder.
And remember Baby Magic, right?
Blue Magic.
No,
What?
Baby Magic came in the motherfucking pink bottle, which turned out to be really bad for babies and shit.
Was that powder?
No, it was the liquid. It looked like calamine lotion, but it was a moist. It was right. It was baby lotion.
We just got calamine lotion. Calamine lotion.
Well, yeah, calamine lotion was good for bites and shit like that when you were out in the woods
Yeah.
trying to collect motherfucking lightning bugs and shit,
Yeah.
and then you get zapped by what was that? Mosquitoes,
A
right?
mosquito, bro.
And
Horse
chiggers and fucking all that shit, right?
You know.
You're like, God damn. Maybe a deer tick here and there and shit.
Thank God, never
and
a
then
deer
your mama
tick.
would fucking be digging through your hair to get that fucking tick out
Bro,
your
a
head,
tick,
bro.
yeah.
Bro, that was
the ticks
serious
were
shit.
savage. They were savage.
Bro, they still are savage.
Yeah, they still are. They still are.
Bro, you can still get Lyme disease from that shit,
Yeah. Bro, I didn't even, like, we had a dog that had Lyme disease. Brutus. He was a Rottweiler.
Yeah.
He survived, but he was never the same.
No.
He was never the same.
He wasn't as, how would you
As spry.
Yes.
You know?
Thank you for that. That's a great word.
Yeah.
Very spry.
Yeah, man. I mean, it happened to him when he was about 6.
Wasn't as active as
Yeah,
he
it took him
was,
about a
right?
year
Shit.
to get over. And he still had that mean bark, bro. Like, it still put you in your place.
Very
But-
throaty. And
Yeah, but he just moved slower.
yeah.
You know, it just didn't. He just wasn't.
The kind that would sneak up on you and bite you in your ass and bark at you.
Yeah,
Right?
well,
or
nah,
maybe
he
not
was,
bite you, but he would definitely make his presence felt.
I tell you, bro, he's one of the only dogs that we had a birthday party for. Like, we made him a cake.
Once they get so old, bro, they're part of your family too. So it's
he
like,
was just this massive presence in our life.
Yeah.
You know, like, and he wasn't backing down, and he bit me in the ass one time.
See?
And you know, and he didn't get.
We're gonna have to put him down.
No,
don't put him down.
They were
Just
like,
put him
stop,
outside.
They were like, stop cutting up.
Yeah.
Sit your ass down, and Brutus won't nip you in the ass.
Exactly. If you
You know,
act right.
he was just like, nip, shut up. Basically,
Yeah.
he wasn't coming after me, and he did the same thing with his. We kept we used to raise dogs too, but we kept one of the litters that kept one of the ones from the litter that he was the male for. His daughter.
Robin
we had her
Harris.
in the front, huh?
I'm sorry to cut you off about the dog. Robin Harris.
Robin Harris. Okay, cool.
From Baby's Kids.
Cool.
Anyway, outside.
Yeah. So he used to walk by, like, she was in the she became kind of like our sounding board, because she would never shut the fuck up. So we just put her in the front. If anyone was coming in, we knew, because that bitch was gonna bark. You know,
Right.
But she would bark at every dog
She
that we
was-
were taking past her, though. You know, on the porch. Yeah, she would bark at every fucking dog.
My house.
You know what I mean? But like,
That's-
so he got sick of it one day. So she was barking, and he was just like, "Ho!" One fucking loud time, he just like, "Roo!" Like fucking shook the windows, dude. She was like,
Yep.
she curled to the back of the cage. You couldn't even see her. And every time until the day he fucking died,
Yeah.
she curled to the back of the cage whenever she saw him.
Because he set up, I'm the motherfucker.
I'm the boss.
I am that fucking
You
alpha
know what I mean?
dog right here.
Yeah.
Shut up,
Yeah,
woman.
you do what you would have done it to
Look here,
anyone.
bitch.
Yeah. Look here, bitch.
Right?
I'm a motherfucker.
That's such a great story, man. That from across the street, when you wanted to motherfucking throw a goddamn drum across the road, just so he could say, "I'm not nigga."
Is that
Right, that's Robin Harris, right?
Oh,
there.
okay. Yeah, he looks just like the baby's kids,
Right.
dude.
Goddamn, see? Right, he looks like the prelude to Bernie Mac,
Yeah.
doesn't he? Bro,
Yeah. Oh
no
man.
bullshit. And both of them died way before they should have. Right? Robin Harris, he died when he was what? Bro. Shit. He He was motherfucking. Well, he was born in 53 and died in 90, bro. He was young.
Whoa.
Right?
That's horrible.
He's young, bro.
Whoa. You said born in 53?
Yeah.
Okay.
Born the same year as my dad and shit, right? Because right now he would have been. My dad is October 15th. He'll be 68 this year. And on the 3rd of September, my mom will be 66.
Whoa.
Yeah, man.
He wasn't even 40.
Yeah, bro.
He wasn't even 40. He was 37, dog.
Just like...
36 or 37.
Yeah. Just like that other dude...
that sucks.
Way back as well. Another great comic. Lenny Bruce. He died young, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Another one.
Was it Bill Hicks? Not Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks.
Yeah, Bill Hicks.
Bill Hicks. He was another great
30s,
comic.
yeah.
Sam Kinison.
Well, he was a little older, right?
Yeah,
was
but
like
he
his
was
50s.
still. Yeah, but still.
That's still young as fuck, bro.
Yeah, if you die in your 50s, you are young. Come on. Especially since.
Yeah, especially now that we know how to,
the turn
do
of the
stuff.
century, people were still dying.
Yeah, it's like, he's 38, bro. He's ancient.
Right.
Before,
Exactly. People were
My
dying.
God.
If you made it to 35 or 40, you were doing
bro,
good,
you were a sage.
Woo, good on you,
might be
brother.
immortal.
Shit. Yeah, exactly. Sure you weren't born in another life and came back.
He's a witch.
Burn him at the
39, bro. He's a witch. He must be a vampire.
Put a stake through his heart.
Motherfuckers don't even have gray hair yet, barely. They're already dying. They're already with a cane.
Or we're born with gray hair, and then 20 years later we're dead.
Wow! You just come out and, wow!
Yeah, dude, just
already smoking a cigarette.
Drinking whiskey and cigars.
Where's that South Park, mama?
Right. Yeah, exactly. Prairie. Where's my horse? And my guy.
Cows, we gotta milk these bitches.
Fucking A. What are we gonna put these in to pasteurize?
I don't know why the baby sounded like Al Pacino.
Well,
wow!
I actually like that. Yeah. Look out. Here comes fucking baby scorpion. Serpico.
Baby Scarface.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Right. That'd be funny as shit, too, to add to that. Be born with a patch. Right, as well. Come out the womb with a fucking bottle of whiskey, a cigar, demanding a horse, and a patch.
I'm gonna stop this real quick. Alright. Right back.
So, I'm Michael Paul Brown.
No,
this is my friend.
Don't do that, because I'm not going to put that in there.
Well, come on, anybody that knows me, I'm Michael P.
I mean, they know you, and I gave you guys a shout out.
Yeah. Right.
I gave you and all the guys, everyone who's been on the podcast, and some of the people we've been planning on coming on.
Hey,
so
man,
I'm like, you guys are going to be in front of this camera.
I would love to get back to four of us having that banner, because of the fact that Isaiah and we banner all the time because we're roommates and shit, but that's beside the point.
Well,
and we banner back and forth.
Yeah.
And
I'm happy to just get one, though,
for the four of us to get back together and have that kind of...
That would be a jam session.
Oh, man, it would be. It'd
and
be
then
like, who's on drums and who is playing the bass. And
yeah. I'm singing because I can't play instruments.
You got lead... All right, you got lead vocals. So.
Okay. You know what I got left?
I'll just play the ukulele and try and follow along.
Yeah. But I mean, I like having a one-on-one for now. It's kind of helping me establish like a rhythm a little bit.
Yeah, no.
Even with Rob.
Yeah.
Like we've had a few, and then like when we all get back together, then like we'll kind of already know more about how we. I mean, there is no
form
fucking
a proper sentence.
Yeah, form a proper sentence. There is no format though.
Right.
You know. And then what I was saying for the last podcast, which I haven't aired yet, is who cares about that right now? Like, I mean, some. This is a podcast.
That's what we touched on earlier. Also, it's
a fucking podcast.
If you're gonna watch, right? You're gonna watch. If it's for fucking 5 seconds, 5 minutes, you'll take something out of it before you click on to the next one or whatever. You know, everybody has that proper decision to have and make.
I tell you, where I look through the click-through impressions, and those things are pitiful.
That's the beauty of it, because at the same time, within what we are doing is within that 5 to fucking 15 seconds or 5 minutes, what the fuck ever, somebody's gonna take out of it to start a conversation.
Yeah.
Right? They might only catch a little soundbite of it or just a little bit of whatever, but there's value in everything, of course. Right?
I mean,
you can only make that decision if you want to continue to watch or click on to whatever favorite porn site that you like and whatnot.
I'm generally going to end up on the porn before I go to sleep too. So
hey,
I completely understand that.
I would like to think that a lot of people do.
Yeah, you know.
Ain't nobody gonna satisfy me the way I know how to satisfy me. So
I mean, I appreciate some head, but you know, I don't like all the drama that comes with it. So you know, porn.
Yeah.
You know, unless we're doing layups. If we're doing layups, are we doing layups? Okay,
at least you know when you kiss your left and right hand before you go to sleep that there won't be any talk back.
That's the thing. I don't have to kiss it, and it doesn't even get mad.
Exactly.
Doesn't want to talk to me. We're just good. We're fine with each other. You know. But I was listening to a podcast, so we can get back on subject. And I didn't want to leave that in.
Thank you, ladies, for listening. I hope you're masturbating too.
Yeah. Hope they're listening to that part.
Please, send us videos.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh.
Anyway, you were saying something about best intentions.
Yeah, best intentions. Yes. With words and everything. And,
yes.
And what we want to convey to the people that might be listening and everything. So on that vein, not nearly about porn at all.
No, not at all.
I was watching. Fuck it, I'll just say it. I was watching Joe Rogan and
I like Joe Rogan too.
Kevin Hart. I know, but the thing is, I'm annoyed with saying names now because people start looking at you like, why are you even saying like
why do you gotta make a reference?
Like, it's like because he's a fucking person just like the rest of us.
Maybe I like his opinions. What the fuck?
Yeah, and it prompted me to do a fucking podcast.
Exactly.
You know, not he. Well, I mean,
just like you all started out with your OnlyFans account and shit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have those.
We're not judging.
I mean, are those? I wonder, are they any good? Now, wouldn't it just be like even less than a stripper?
Well,
because you can't touch the person unless you want to get to know them.
And why would you send somebody money that you don't know?
I don't know. But you know, hey, it is what it is.
Anyway,
I was watching that episode, and like Kevin Hart, it's something I can't even watch for long periods of time.
I don't think I saw that episode.
So inspirational that it makes me want to blow up, dude. Like I just want to start doing push-ups and like editing at the same time.
Physically fit,
you know, and I want to do it all because he's just like just do it, man. Like if you don't do it, you'll never know.
Nike commercial and shit, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Or Shia LaBeouf, just fucking do it. You know, you know. He's like, if you never do it, you'll never know. I mean, I'm paraphrasing. This is what I took from it.
Right.
Like, if you never do it, you'll never know. He's like, I didn't start. I started. I was poor. I didn't have shit. My dad was in prison. He's like, now I have this money. I told my dad, hey, I'm going to give you this, set you up with a house. You have an allotment for this amount of time, you know, every so often. Use that to make the people in your life, you know, to enrich them.
Even
you know, how about, you know, your grandkids? He's like, you were in prison. You didn't live the life you wanted, but something you did in that life prompted me to do something in my life, and now we're all reaping the benefits. That's how I see it.
No, absolutely.
He was like, because it can't be bad all the time. He was like, no matter what and who you are and how you get there, it can't be bad all the time. Now, sometimes it can be. You can't be born in Baghdad and then slip right with a sickle. You're done. But
forward is the motion every day, and if you get caught up,
but we're not there.
Perpetuating that lifestyle, then you have nobody to blame but yourself.
But yourself, and that's why, like, I wanted to. I did the podcast instead of going
something.
Yeah,
fuck yeah, bro.
You want to what?
Strive to do something.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even though, my dad's fucking locked up, but you know what? Forward is the motion.
Exactly, bro.
Let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
I can't feel sorry for myself because I don't have my dad around and shit.
And I can't.
Right.
And you can't feel sorry for yourself. And if you do, it's just taking more time away.
Absolutely.
You're just spending more time that you could be doing something else. And incurring more feeling sorry for yourself time.
Yeah.
So why are you even doing that? Like, I mean, I'll be feeling sorry for myself smoking a cigarette while I'm doing this editing, though. You know what I'm saying? like if I want,
maybe that'll be like a victory smoke.
Yeah. Like if I want to huff and puff, let me huff and puff while getting some shit done. Yeah. Is all I'm saying.
No,
like if you wanted to make you mad, let it make you mad enough to push you to do something else.
Absolutely.
Is all. It can be used. Absolutely. Everything you have can be used.
Yes, of course.
To make it better, if you choose.
There, at the same time.
And again, I mean,
on that,
sometimes life
within and of itself. There are kids that I've known that their parent was there and they're worse off than this other person.
Yeah. Some people were enabled to death, almost. I've seen that.
Yes, of course.
Where, just give them everything they want, and then when they finally get put in a position, they don't know what the fuck to do.
What do you know how to do?
Yeah.
Do you know the value of $1?
Yeah.
Do you know what it's like to actually work and do something, right?
Yeah.
Get out there and fucking do yourself a favor.
Yeah. And I think it's
know what it's actually like to be part of people and a society without looking at it through a computer and shit.
Yeah.
Of course, nowadays that's what we're stuck with, and
but we don't necessarily, but we can use it to our benefit.
Yeah.
When I
just
looked,
like anybody can, like you were talking about. Oh, what website is that?
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
I kind of want to see this girl on camera, but I'm not willing to pay for it.
Exactly. Well, some people are.
Oh yeah, whatever.
So hey, they're doing it, and that's how they got it. I never paid for that. I mean, I've been to a strip club and I've paid for dances and stuff. I've been to other countries and I did things there. We'll just leave that off.
Right. Shit.
And I did that.
Maybe sometimes I still pay for it.
When in Rome or in Thailand,
or Cambodia, whatever.
Such as life.
Japan.
Such as life.
Okinawa.
But like,
South Korea.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at Isaiah. South Korea. I'm looking at Isaiah. I'm like, these fucking talented motherfuckers. Just with the stuff you talk about alone, and then you have the music, and you guys have the various things that you can do, and then just like the rest of us, being used and drained and wrung out for all you're worth, and you're not even getting the worth out of yourself that you should be getting. They're getting more worth out of you.
Drained, right?
Yeah.
And wrung out. And
So it's like, put this motherfucker in front of a camera so other people can see that he's worth more than these donkey fucks think.
Going back to what we talked about before was the fact, or is the actual fact, getting to know people, speak to each other, not on your FaceTime or text message.
Yeah.
Go out there and shake and hug those people's hands, right? And embrace it for the fucking sheer fact that, I know, and the people that might be watching this and shit will say, well, what about COVID? Well, you know what? How are we going to get back to normal if we just stay the fuck up without going out and saying, you know what? been nice knowing you, or glad I met you. Forward is always the motion.
Well, it's going to go forward regardless.
People are going to die regardless of how bad the flu is, or the H1N1, or your fucking what other HPV and shit, right? Leukemia, cancer in general. Fuck.
All right, you know, fuck it, bro. Let's just go ahead.
Has it heightened it? Who's to say?
Let's go ahead and get into this one then, because I feel your pain, bro. The thing is the funny part about it is we all do. Everyone does, and everyone is having this argument in their heads, like you know, in one way or another. You know,
absolutely.
To try to gain.
And if they're not, then they should. Well, they probably just are doing that.
They are
right.
You have no choice because we're here. This stupid pandemic, whatever they said it is, whatever the fuck the pandemic is, whether it's our mental stability that's actually the pandemic, or an actual fucking virus, whatever it is, the pandemic that's here has made everyone have to make decisions and have to think about something and try to get control back, some type of control in their lives, which, to be honest with you, the control we had in our lives was a lie. It was fragile, and it was barely in our control to begin with, and then it took this little destabilizing factor to blow it all up and turn it into this insane thing that it really should never have been. This is insane. This is insane what's going on for this long. And it wasn't just an American thing, even though it was a big issue for us. It was a world thing.
Even before the Spanish flu in 1918, there were other fucking deciding factors that were killing people that led up to that as well. And even up to this point now, yes, it was like any pathogen, it's gonna gain fucking steam, whether it's motherfucking just a natural fucking thing that Mother Nature will do, or if it's fucking made by somebody. Either way, it always gets worse. Yes, and fortunately there hasn't been anything like this in the last 100 years, but there has always been at least one of these pandemics every 100 to 200 years. So what's the difference now, right, between then? Yes, there is better medicine, right? However, it's being used as a fucking scare tactic, in my opinion. All right, that's
These
my
are all opinions.
These
are all opinions.
Right. So, in my opinion, whoever is going to or supposed to, just like before this whole fucking madness started, to get us vaccinated with a different kind of, well, right, because like you're supposed to fucking get vaccinated so you build up an immune system to it, but who's to say that we didn't already have an immunity to it, and when we were supposed to go anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
And in light of that, even with the vaccinations that people have been taking, there are people that are still getting re-sick and dying from it anyway. So what kind of uphill battle are we fighting here? And
TBD.
Exactly.
TBD.
To be determined. Point being is, we gotta get the fuck back out and just live our lives like we have been before. And is it pretending that we don't care? Is ignorance bliss kind of shit? If you can get fucking happy knowing that I'm alive, I got friends, maybe I don't, but I love where the fuck I'm at. And when your ticket gets punched, your fucking ticket gets punched, bro. So get busy living or get busy dying. What do you want to do? I don't know about you, but I want to get busy motherfucking living, friend. Right? And that is where everything else got lost along the way because of what has happened in the last 18 to 19 months.
Yeah, this has been... we don't have people Well, I mean, I haven't seen people bleeding out in the streets. There might be in some areas, but it's not like that. Nothing has ever happened before. It happens. That's the thing. Is even if something happened in the past, no, it didn't. And like it's like this isn't that. Nothing is this, and there were this many people. There were.
Did that happen? Yes.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, it happened. Right, but
that's how we got to where we're at now.
It's like that, but it's not this thing though.
No.
Everything is always going to be different. We're always going to have a new group of people dealing with. Some underlying factors are going to stay the same. There are going to be people.
Of course.
There's going to be sickness.
Yes.
There are going to be decisions.
Absolutely.
There's going to be death.
Doubt. No doubt.
What we do
you are going to die.
What we all do in the middle.
I've accepted it. How about you? Fuck.
What we all do in the middle is what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Some people are going to feel the need to preserve. Some people are going to feel the need
preservation will always be the forefront of every human being's mind.
Not necessarily. Not the ones that want to commit suicide. That's what I mean.
See, that's why I said most.
Yeah.
Most people's front temporal lobe, myself, you included. Yeah. That's you know what? I love you. I gotta look out for me first. If I can help you to get out of the situation we're in, I will. If you happen, or I happen to die along the way, then so fucking be it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, mine. Look, I already know. I know I'm a donkey fuck anyway. So.
No, you're a pretty smart motherfucker, dude. Don't get me wrong about that.
But
you shouldn't discount yourself that way.
but
what's the matter with you?
I felt like as far as the self-preservation, like I kept my ass inside for the most part, going nuts. I would go see some friends. I'll go see you guys. I go up the road and grab the shit. I make a few trips, but for the most part, I just stayed inside.
We are
preserving myself.
We are creatures of fucking social interaction.
We are. Right. But I mean, we're just continuing.
Yes, we were born and raised this way.
We are. You have to interact to survive.
You have to.
You have to interact to have sex. You have to have sex to survive. So
absolutely,
we have to interact.
You have to procreate.
Yeah, procreate. There we are.
I got it right. I finally got it right. And I didn't even have to Google it.
Shit, what was I saying?
You were talking about, self-preservation.
Oh yeah, right. So from that, when they started talking about these fucking shots and everything, I was just like, however anything happened, I was like, the first thing I'm going to do is sit in my back cave and look at the computers and then adjust accordingly, And so what is the algorithm or the fucking... and mine is small, self-preservation, and then act accordingly. So it was like,
right.
I mean, and that doesn't mean like kill everyone else, like or any of that stuff.
Exactly.
Like, it means like if I can help my fellow person, blah blah blah. Sure,
I will.
I'm not going to be out there.
No, just be like fuck you.
Bang, like bang, and I'm not going to be out there fucking like, shoveling shit and all that stuff. Like, look, I got bills,
right?
And I got a life, and like none of this is anybody's fault unless someone caused it.
If it comes down to,
but I'm not going to do that. So when it came down, when it came down to it, I was just like, when they were talking about the shots, I gave it a few months, sat around, did my little thing, and when it became super available, I was like, well, how do I feel about this? I was like, well, on one point, we had Tuskegee. They did try to give us syphilis and kill us, so black people still haven't gotten over that. So, and we're reasonably wary.
Nor the Irish, so.
Yeah. We're reasonably wary
Yeah.
Of shots.
What do you want?
That being said, I did get my flu shot. I got my parents made me vaxxed, like they got me vaxxed when I was a baby. You know, we did all that stuff. I'm circumcised. So, like, we basically did all the basic things, and it was like, other than that, like, if they're trying to do extra shit, it's like, no, I'm not going to give them the extra thing that you want me to. Like, that's not prevalent. Yeah. That doesn't mean anything, so no. But it was like, okay, every year, get them the flu shot, 10-year tetanus shot, you know, all the basic things,
of course,
you know, that they do. So I was feeling like that. Like, yeah, this was probably just one of those, you know, or it's someone trying to inject bleach into your fucking body too.
Nice Trump reference.
You know?
Can we get shut up with bleach and then ward it off?
Well, I mean, they actually did have people putting like saline and shit in vials for whatever reason.
Test runs.
Yeah, like for whatever. What the fuck? Like, is that shit all about? But I mean, people are going to be sick no matter what. No matter what situation, there's going to be people that are going to be disgusted. No matter what, there's going to be people that are going to have an agenda. There's going to be all types of things going on.
Or their own opinion.
Or their own opinions.
About how they're going to dictate how they're going to live. And
yeah, so I'm talking about how I'm dictating how I'm going to live. And this is how I'm thinking about it. Right. There's going to be all these things happening. So I'm going to sit here and and see how the trial runs go. See what's going on.
Yeah, because we're still in basic trial runs because
you know, see if people are dying and shit and everything. And so I got my shot June, the end of June, or the beginning of June, something like that. And you know, got the first and second shot, did all that bullshit. Heard about this Delta variant. Now people are getting sick again. You know. Yeah. Fucking Melissa Joan Hart, she took the shot. She took them both. She got the Delta virus. I mean, it's a different strain, but it's still the fucking pandemic. You know,
when you get vaccinated, folks, you still get sick.
could not. Like,
anybody want a booster shot?
It was just, yeah.
I'd like some whiskey right now.
Yeah. Homie sent me this picture.
That's my booster shot.
Homie sent me this picture of the guy on MIB. You know, hey, that's my truck. Yeah, and he's like, I'm in line for my shot. It shows that he's just all shot 23. He's like, I'm here for my shot. Like they're just pumping you full of shit.
Like I was, you know, in the Marine Corps.
Bro. We were walking through the line. I'm still fucking ta.
You went through it.
They fucking pop you.
Navy and shit.
They pop you full of shit. It's like, bro. Was there a
Let's walk the gauntlet.
Yeah,
get
pretty much.
Fucking air shot full of vaccines that we have no fucking idea what the fuck is going on.
And I figured out, like, I was like,
where are we driving to? Or
where are we driving to? I'm like, bro, I smoke, I drink, I've done plenty of things to fuck my shit up.
Yeah,
I drink way too much alcohol, and if this, I'm not going to be afraid of this right here. And for anyone else who is, that's their. It's not fear. Doesn't have to be their driving factor. For anyone else who makes the decision not to, that is their semblance of their control, and that is their own prerogative. And I got nothing to say. I have friends. Half my friends have taken the shot. Half of them haven't. We're all still fucking friends.
That's our choice.
Yeah, you know.
So discount somebody because they choose what they are fucking allowed to do.
Yeah. Right. But I mean, ultimately, regardless of any of our choices, something's going to happen. Something's going to happen. You know,
it ain't going to be COVID that kills us, bro. It's going to be something way different than that, man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Who knows?
When we're sitting on the motherfucking porch in our fucking 80s and shit, just laughing, sipping whiskey and shit.
I've done a lot to my body. I don't know, man. I'm trying to do the push-ups and squats to the fucking. I'll set it right now, but who knows?
Fuck, man. We're gonna outlive you people. That's all we're saying.
Yeah. You were pissed off about something a little earlier.
Oh, I was. I still am. Right, just like anybody else would be about it. Right, when it's kind of a continuation of what we were just talking about. Why should I have to be forced to do something that I don't want to do? just to retain my job, to be able to go to work and make a living. And I'm not just the only one. There's a bunch of people in the same position that myself, even you included in this.
I have to make decisions about this too.
We are service industry members, and it just seems that there hasn't been any help thrown our way since March 18th last year, in the respect of businesses are closing down and people are out of jobs. There are still people to this day that haven't got unemployment insurance. And yeah, the list goes on and on and on. And our elected officials decide that they won't respond or reply or feel any need to respond or reply to the blue collar service industry members that are just still waiting for another fucking despicable act of not being able to work. And that really chaps my hide. It makes me upset. It makes me want to, of course, yeah, like we have been, but not in the respect of let's get fucking a bunch of people together and sit on the motherfucking governor's lawn. Yeah. You want to put us out of work? Well, we're going to live on public land until you change your way of thinking, or at least respond to people that have asked you questions via email or phone calls. No return calls, no responses from emails. It's really gross is what it is. We help keep people happy, so to speak. We enjoy our jobs, but you are not giving us any kind of opportunity to continue the jobs that we like to work, maybe not work. We're kind of jaded too, right? Fuck.
but the jobs that we do,
yeah,
that we're there doing.
We do it because we know it. Are we happy with it? Is anybody really truly happy with their job? No. Probably not. But you know what? In that respect, this is who we are and this is what we do, and you have to fucking recognize that. And it just makes me want to. It makes me want to rebel against the system. Me being the military man and him being the military man that we are. Yeah, we might not have done fucking things right when we were in the service, but at least to this point we still say what we mean and mean what we say. We'll respond to you. But when you stop responding and then you start forcing things on us that are basic freedom that him and I both fought for and anybody else has fought for, it just doesn't seem motherfucking right to me, man. And I love this country, but I fucking do not like it right now. And that was kind of a thing that even my mother told me that growing up was, you know what, I love you, but get the fuck away from me or I'll beat your fucking ass. And that's how I feel right now. Yeah. That's exactly how I feel right now. And I hope a lot of other people feel that same way too, man, because of the fact that they're infringing on what we fought for. And then when you try to make it to the point, well, what's next? I don't know about you, but I love my firearms.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's not fucking guns that kill people, it's people that kill people.
Yeah.
I agree in the fact that you should, be able to own a firearm. However, you have to go through a background check.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
I've had to do it. What's so wrong about it? Because at the same time, it filters all those other fucking nutbags.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and the thing is, I just choose not to have one. But that's just because it's easier for me. But I don't.
That right there is a basic freedom.
Yeah, but I have there's people in my family that have gun licenses and they choose to carry them. Yes. They're in a different place. Yeah. You know, some of them have children,
and you don't talk bad against it.
No, exactly. Right? I completely support it. You know, and they're good people, and I know the people that they are too, and I know that they're good.
Right there, choice.
Yeah, and they don't begrudge me for not wanting to have one. You know, and
if
they might have something to say if I had kids to protect, but I don't. You know, it's just me. It's like, well, live your life, be careful.
Well, just
you know what I'm saying.
To go back on that too, right? Defending your fucking fellow human.
Yeah.
Right. If somebody's in a bad spot, you help them out. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
you go over there and kick the motherfuckers' asses that are trying to hurt the person. Right.
Yeah.
If we have to flee, I'm gonna be like, Todd, let's go, bro. Right?
Yeah.
Gather up whoever else we can get.
Yeah.
And we'll lead the charge, kind of shit. You know, bailing people out. But
you know, man, I could throw a mean left. I'm left-handed, but I'm really tired of cleaning up blood.
Me too. However,
I don't like if it's a necessary battle. Right. I will fucking, you know. I'll pull out my weapons.
Absolutely.
But at this point,
if it's because you got in an argument over who likes chicken or motherfucking whatever,
then you can have the goddamn chicken.
Dude, come on.
You know, I'm fine. I'll go eat something else.
Hey, man, it's just chicken. No need to pull out that pistol.
Yeah, it really is cool.
It's great.
But, you know, but like...
Just doesn't care for it.
Yeah. I just don't understand. I mean, no. Here's what I understand. But what I hate is the fucking feeling that we all have to have right now. The feeling of this is the abyss and this is your footing. And you have about this much room, and you're screaming and yelling, and you've been doing that for almost 2 years, and ain't nobody fucking listening.
Right. Exactly.
How long do I have to stand here? Who the fuck wouldn't be pissed?
When are you gonna open up the border?
About that shit. So the thing is that every anger right now is justified just for the longevity of the situation.
Absolutely.
And the longevity of the situation is the only thing that I have a problem with. And to me, that right there, not the only thing, but it's the major thing. No. To me, that right there is the biggest problem. It has been too long. People are not built to do that. And we're not even built to understand that. Eventually, we might have to or not. If we don't, what's probably going to end up happening is half the ones that don't are going to kill the other half. Whatever's left, you know, people are going to have no choice but to sit down and try to figure it out. You know what I mean? But I think there's going to be a lot more blood first. You know what I mean? So that the human paradigm can reset to humble. Because right now, entitlement is just being thrown back and forth across this planet. About the haves and have-nots and the wants and want-nots, you know, and it started from the top, from their entitlement, not getting this shit in gear, so that now all of us have to try to deal with it, and that's where we're at, and that's why you can't begrudge any of your fucking homies for the decisions that they make, because they shouldn't even have to fucking make them in the first place. We shouldn't even got here.
We are in the midst of a powder keg.
Yeah, we shouldn't have got here, though.
No.
And that's the
It
biggest
could have been prevented.
Easily prevented.
All you had to do was talk to somebody.
And start right from the beginning. The message right from the beginning, world over. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't just America. The message from the beginning has been a mixed one.
Well, shit, man. Look at the rest of the fucking U.S. alone right now.
Yeah, we're a small semblance of what's going on in the bigger picture. But it's like, motherfucker, take the shot, don't take the shot. Wear the mask, don't wear the mask. Do this, don't do this. Where before it was like flu. All right, everyone take the shot. We were like, cool. It was over within a thing. This. And all right, everyone do this. Cool. It was,
If you didn't want to.
Yeah, but it never got to that because it was all handled right then. There was a loud voice from the top handling it so that we really didn't have to fucking hear it.
Get your flu shot.
or section this off, stop this.
Right, resonator, right? God damn it! There we go. Fumble fucking words again.
So good.
Right, resonates in everybody's head. Get your flu shot.
Yeah.
I haven't had a flu shot since 1996.
But you haven't really needed one, have you?
No.
You probably still have the flu stuff.
Probably because I just wanted to live my life and say when my ticket gets punched. My ticket gets punched.
The thing is that regardless of the decision that you make, you took the flu shot at some point, and your body's going to be your body's going to be your
people
body.
Are getting sick because I don't get a vaccination?
No, exactly. It's not. No. It's not. But the thing is, you didn't have the decision about the flu necessarily. Your body already has it in you.
Oh, yeah.
It would have killed you regardless of whether you stopped taking
The day we joined the military, we already had 14 different types of flu from motherfucking 15 different third world countries.
Well, yeah.
So it was like...
Yeah, and then there's that shot that you have to get when you go to fucking Africa. But like... So, that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, dude.
It's like if you can't even be mad. The only thing you should be mad at is the whole fucking shit that's going on, and I just feel empathy for the fact that anyone else, if they're feeling anyone like I'm feeling, I don't want anybody to fucking feel like that. And anyone who's making us feel like that, anyone who's responsible for that, those are the people I have a problem with. So anyone I have talked to, they're not those people. So I have nothing bad to say to them.
No.
And if they have anything bad, I'm going to be like, yeah, I get it. I understand.
Don't have anything bad to say to any of those people, except for the people that are not fucking doing.
Yeah, and if you come at me, though, then
you are fucking
like,
supposed to fucking do.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, we are sitting on
a powder keg.
Bro, it's
no matter the conversations that we might be having.
Who's to say that the fucking fuse hasn't already been lit?
I think it has.
Because of the fact that when it comes down to us having to do things that we should have the basic right and freedom to choose what we want to do, turns into you can't work. Maybe then
you can't live.
Well,
like what I'm saying.
Not even maybe then. Fuck, at that point it's too late. And when nobody has anything left fucking to fall back on, that's when that's when it's gonna blow the fuck up.
When everyone starts thinking this is really life or death, when everyone shakes it off and sees that, then that's going to be it. And I think the fuse is working its way through us already, baby. Yeah, it's already happening.
It might be this far away from the keg, man, and it's on a time fuse.
I'm in Hawaii. That's all I'm saying. I'm trying to stay high.
It's burning.
Yeah,
but it's burning slow.
Yeah. But who's to say once it reaches that point, it just goes
well, shit, you're right. Because it might be burning slow, and then all of a sudden, when shit hits the fan, that thing will just take off and boom, right?
Fucking wind hits behind it, too, bro.
You're like, Todd. You'd be like, what? I'd be like, Duck.
It's here. It's
Get
fucking
down.
It's fucking here, dog.
Remember those people we were talking about saving? It's happening.
Yeah. Well, fuck them. We gotta go inside.
Just a wicked monster.
You good with that, or you?
I'm good. Yeah, because I'm getting thirsty and shit.
Please come back anytime. Next time, bring the thing that makes you not be thirsty.
It's already 11.
Yeah.
And that's about the witching hour between when Michael P gets thirsty.
Next time I'll have refreshments.
I want to go buy some cigarettes and shit.
Yeah. I'm happy you stopped by, bro. Yeah, man.
Brother,
thank you.
My man.
I appreciate
Todd,
it, bro.
Always good to fucking banter with you, man. No bullshit.
And you don't have to stop with the microphone thing. This is the originator.
Well,
of the
it look like a microphone.
It look like a microphone. Maybe what it's saying.
Right. It's like every time I sing, I go. Is this thing on? Is it working?
This is for the bass. I don't even know.
Fucking man, I love this shit because of the fact that it's another forum for us to get our message across, right?
Yeah, and we might not have been able to do before.
If people want to watch this and listen to the banter, and cool, and if they get something out of it, that's great too. However, just like you should be doing is what we should be doing all the time, is just fucking hanging the fuck out and having good conversation and
moving forward.
Absolutely.
Fuck, doesn't mean you forget, but no matter what, you just gotta keep it up. The
immortal words of my good friend Michael Schatz that I served in the Marine Corps with, he would tell me, he goes, you know what? Ignorance doesn't breed intelligence.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer in that. Because if you aren't busy thinking, then what the fuck are you doing?
Oh, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Alright, my dude. Let's fucking hang this shit up. See you guys next time.